Hello everyone, good morning, and let me first welcome you all to Malang. On behalf of Dream Tour and Travel, I am Nia, your official tour guide for today. I'm happy to serve you for today's tour, and our today's activity is to learn the history of Singosari Temple. Besides me, our friendly coach driver, Mr. Budi. Say hi to Mr. Budi. He is a licensed and professional driver for many years. We will be your companion for the rest of the day. You can always ask me if you need any help or questions. Before we start our tour, I want to brief you with some friendly reminders and safety precautions that are mandatory so that our tour will be run smoothly and hassle-free. First of all, be responsible for your belongings and bring them with you all the time. And also, I have a flag with me that I will use for you to locate me easier. And I also have a whistle which I will blow sometimes to get all of your attention. So keep that in mind. And the last is always wear your mask and bring your own hand sanitizer because now we are in a pandemic situation. So better to prevent than a cure, right? And for safety precautions, I want you to know that I have a first aid kit in case of emergency. So if someone gets hurt or needs some treatment, please tell me immediately. Okay, any question, tourists? No? Okay, are you all ready about our tour? Okay, let's go! Alright, now we arrived at Singosari Temple. Singosari Temple is located in Candirenggo village, Singosari sub-district, about 9 kilometers from Malang city. The temple is also called Cungkup Temple or Tower Temple, and it means the highest if compared to the other temples around. The history of Singosari Temple is very interesting to know, but before I tell you about the temple's history, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Singosari Kingdom. Did anyone ever hear or knows about the Singosari Kingdom? No? Okay, let me tell you about that. Some temples in East Java, especially around Malang, have a close historical connection to the Singosari Kingdom. Singosari dynasty descended from Candirenggo and her two husbands, Tunggul Ametung, an Aku or chief of Tumapel, and Kenarok, a villager who killed Tunggul Ametung and seized his power and wife. According to legend, Kenarok was an orphan. He was abandoned by her mother when he was a baby. Then a thief found and raised him. From his stepfather, Kenarok learned many things such as murder, gambling, and robbery. Young Kenarok became the meanest bandit around Tumapel, and people were afraid of him. One day, Kenarok met a Brahmin priest called Danghyang Logawe, and he advised him. Following the advice of the priest, Kenarok quit being a criminal and became a Tumapel soldier. One day, Kendedes went to Panawijan village to see her father, Mpu Purwa. When she stepped down from her imperial carriage, a strong wind blew and opened her underskirt. Kenarok, who was on duty escorting the carriage, briefly saw the light of Kendedes' sticks. Kenarok saw the sticks produce a sparking light. He then asked Mpu Purwa about what he had seen. He said that the light was an omen that Kendedes was predestined to be a woman who would descend kings on the Java island. Then Kenarok ordered a kris from Pu Gandring, a kris master in Tumapel. It takes a long time to make the kris powerful because the completion of his kris was dragging on. Kenarok became very angry. He snatched the unfinished kris and stepped it to the Pu Gandring's body. Dying, he cursed Kenarok that he would meet the same fate as him, killed by the same kris. Then Kenarok lent the powerful kris to his friend, Kebo Ijo. Kebo Ijo showed the kris to his fellow soldiers and claimed that the kris was his. After people know that Kebo Ijo owns the kris, Kenaro stole and used it to stab Tunggul Ametung. As it was expected, people who were under the impression that the kris belonged to Kebo Ijo accused him for the murder, while Kenaro walked freely and took over Tunggul Ametung's place as the chief and married Kendedes. Soon after became the chief, Kenaro conquered Kediri Kingdom, which was under the reign of King Kertajaya. Upon defeating Kediri Kingdom, Kenaro declared the establishment of Singosari Kingdom and made himself the first king entitled Rajasa Batara Sang Amurwabumi. Then, Bu Gandring's curse started to happen. Anusapati, who was Kendedes and Tunggul Ametung's son, killed Kenaro and took over his throne. And then Tojaya, who was Kenaro's son, came up and killed Anusapati and claimed the throne. In turn, Ranggawuni, Anusapati's son, killed Tohjaya and came to reign. Ranggawuni ruled Singosari from 1227 until 1268. Ranggawuni was succeeded by his son, Joko Dolok, who was called Kertanegara. Kertanegara was the last of Singosari kings. He was overthrown by Jayakatwang, the king of Kediri. Okay everyone, that was the history of the Singosari kingdom and the dynasty. Very amazing and a little bit complicated, right? And now we are moved to the history of Singosari Temple. According to legend, there are two shrines dedicated to Kertanegara, Jawi Temple and Singosari Temple that we are standing right now. There is no certain time when this temple was built, but archaeologists predicted that the temple was built around the 13th century to commemorate the death of Kertanegara, the last king of the Singosari dynasty. Singosari Temple was found in 1803 century as a pile of stones and was being repaired by the archaeological department of Dutch East Indies in 1934 until 1937 century, and until nowadays performance is achieved. The specialty of Singosari Temple is this temple as if having two levels because the temple's chambers that must be at the temple's body were at the temple's foot. When the temple was built, it looked unfinished. It was shown from the unexistencies relief at the body and the foot of the temple, while at the top of the temple it was finished. Alright tourists, unfortunately this is the end of our tour, and thank you all for being here today and taking the time to patiently listen to what I had to say. I wish you all a blessed day. Good afternoon. Thank you.